Hello, this is Uncle Jim. And the previous video, my son bundled a package with Palmetto State Armory and got this sweet little 9mm AK pistol. That was the previous video. And it was actually cheaper to bundle and get this with it. So it just made more sense for him, so that's what he did. And so he got a Palmetto State Armory Dagger pistol as a package with the AK. And sometimes they do bundles and good deals, and this is pretty good. So I've never felt one before, or shot one before until recently. So it comes in a nice carry case that holds everything, even your suppressor. Are we in camera? Are we focused? All right. So, comes with a nice carry case. My suppressor fits perfectly in there. It has 2 slots for a magazine. This one only came with one. It came with a mag pole, which is fine. They work great. And also it has another little compartment for your tack light. And everything's nice and secure if you're going to the range or whatever. And so we got the little Valkyrie 2 here, the Olight Mini. We're not getting paid for this. We bought this with our own money, and this works perfect on this pistol. It is like a match made in heaven, and I really love those little lights. Okay. So this is what they call the Dagger. It's a Glock 19 clone with improvements, and I am very impressed. So actually we haven't shot it with the factory barrel. Here's the barrel that came in the gun. All right, it's nitrided, and it's got the proper rifling for shooting lead and stuff like that, and it looks like a very nice barrel inside and out. We just haven't shot it yet. One thing I noticed though, compared to my stock Glock 19 barrel, it's a hair shorter, but it should fit just fine. And the reason I know that is my son asked me if I had a threaded barrel for a Glock 19, and I'm like, well, duh. And we've only shot it with the threaded barrel. So here's the Dagger pistol. And we put the threaded barrel on it from the get-go and shot it suppressed, okay? And they have different models of these. I swear I saw them for $250 when they were doing their super sales, probably around Christmas time, for their plain Jane model. This one has a cutout for the red dot here, so you got your red dot plate. You can put your Holocene, whatever, on there. It's all ready to go. And then it has suppressor height or red dot height co-witness sights. And these sights here are black on black, and what I like about them is they're not too tall. We can see right over our can with them, or you can use your red dot and co-witness, and they're not too small, so it's perfect. They did a really good job there. All right, let's check it for clear. All right, so we haven't shot it with the factory barrel. The chamber looks a little more ogive picky than this particular threaded barrel, but it's not bad. It's a great barrel. But I'll tell you this, right now, this thing shoots so good suppressed. With this aftermarket barrel I ripped out of the 19, and it fits tight, it fits beautiful, no glitches, perfect feeding. It's been 100% reliable, and all we've been doing is shooting it suppressed, and it's so nice. All right. Okay, so let's cover the gun here. They did what Glock should have done a long time ago, is make the grip feel better. I have a love-hate relationship with Glock, and a lot of that is grip angle, flap on the trigger, all that stuff. So where to start with this guy? There's so much to talk about here. All right, so the slide is stainless steel. I don't know what coating they use. If they use Cerakote, I didn't bother to look it up. We just got this thing. But the finish is very nice. This one has front serrations, if that's your thing. And it's got a little cutout here in the slide, which I don't care about, none of that fancy crap. But it shoots beautifully. The point of impact is beautiful. The bore axis and the grip. Okay, this is the biggest deal on here. I've always struggled with Glock grips because of on their mid-size and their baby Glocks, because of their finger grooves are not right for me. My big middle finger, I have a hard time. Here's a stock 19. I have a hard time right here with the finger grooves, so this is my only non-modified Glock, and usually I'll take the finger grooves off and undercut the trigger so I can get my big fat middle finger in there. Oh yeah. And so it never quite felt right. Where this looked like whoever designed this made it perfect for my hand. It fits perfect. This is the best feeling Glock style gun I've ever felt. And so they did a really good job there. Let's do a close-up here. The other nice thing is they put the Smith & Wesson style flap on the trigger, so the trigger is smooth without a flap there. And it's very comfortable on the finger. They undercut the mag release here. They put a little cutout here so you can rip out your mags if you have an issue. I've never really had an issue, but you can rip out your mags if they're not dropping free, but these things drop free. They all do. The stippling on here, while we're in close-up, is perfect. This is perfect for carry. It's not going to grind on your side while you're carrying it, but yet with sweaty hands it sticks to you like glue. That one finger groove is perfectly fine. They got a really nice stippling on the front and the back. Okay, and then it's undercut. They undercut a little here. I prefer the round trigger guards, but they at least put, if that's your thing, putting your finger there you go. It's perfect for that. It feels like everything is so subtle. I swear the grip angle's different, the feel, and they did little subtle things. It feels like they beveled along here so you can get up in there really good. And they put a little beaver tail on here. And everything they did was like, wow, that was designed for my hand. This is the first Glock that feels really good in my hand. It points good. It's just locked in perfectly. I can get my big middle finger in there. And they did a really nice job. I'm very impressed. So I think they're so, if you look at them, you're like, okay, the grip angle doesn't look that different, but there's something different about it. So I swear they undercut. Here's a baby Glock. This is what I have to do to these bastards to make them feel good for me. I undercut it. I take all the finger grooves off, stipple it, chamfer in here a little bit so it's doing the same kind of deal. That's a little tiny Glock 26. And then I have to stipple it, of course, and round trigger guard to cover up all the sins. Well, these guys already have it done, and it's half the price of a Glock. And as far as I can tell, taking it apart, all the parts look exactly the same. So if you want to put an extended mag release on there or any other parts, it looks identical inside, except for it's got a steel guide rod. And then they beveled the front of the slide in like 2 spots here. And that's really nice for holstering. I like that. The light rail is the same, and it fits the Mini O-Light perfect. And I only have one complaint on this gun. and that's the slide release. They should have used like the Glock 34 bump. That little tiny bump there makes a huge difference. I don't like any of the aftermarket longer slide releases. I like that little bump, but you can replace that. Everything's compatible. And the beauty is you can have a whole bag of parts that'll completely rebuild this gun cheap, just like a Glock, and it's all compatible. And that is very useful on a go-to gun, carry gun. And so this is the first time this last 2 days that we shot this, and my God, the grip is so much night and day compared to a stock Glock, which never fit me right when it comes to the mid or small size. And so they really did a good job here. I'm very impressed, and they're cheap. Okay, and what can I say? There's no NASCAR stickers on here. You have a very subtle palmetto right here, and that's it. So it's not ugly with a bunch of people's logos and brand names. It's very impressive. And again, with this aftermarket barrel, and I'll interchange like all 3 barrels in this, but with this aftermarket barrel, it fits super tight, but yet super reliable, and shoots suppressed so nice. I'm going to do a video on how my reloads suppressed shoot in one little pile. So that'll be a video coming up. It's amazing. You don't have to chase your brass. It was, at least with my reload shooting suppressed, they were all in one little pile that could fill a little pie pan. So I got to give it to him. There's, you know, this one could go bye-bye because I haven't modified it yet, and I just get one of these. So far it's proven totally reliable. And the frame plastic looks like the same on a Glock, so it's not cheesy plastic. Whoever thought this out got it right the first time, I think. I think they got it totally right, because this just locks into my hand, unlike a stock mid-size Glock 19. I'm shocked, all right? And I'm super happy he got this with his AK 9mm, which is awesome. And so we'll put thousands of rounds through it, but everything internally looks the same, so I'm not expecting any weird things. I've never had problems with Glocks, and we used to, that was one of the easiest guns to maintain at a range rental where, you know, they're rented out. And so I don't think we're going to have a problem with this guy either. And everything looks like it uses the same Glock parts with a better grip, which Glock should have done 10,000 years ago. They take forever to make improvements, and they always fall short. And these guys did it right off the bat. So this just, what can I say? So there's my first impressions with this gun. We'll shoot the stock barrel later, and then put the 19 barrel in it. And most of the time it's going to get the threaded barrel with the can on it, because it works so nice, shooting suppressed, and it's dead on. As far as I can tell, I didn't bench rest it, but we were hitting the swinger out there at 50-something yards, and we were like, great. Did I cover... Okay, the trigger itself, I don't know if they're using their own connectors or what. Obviously, this trigger is different, but this to me feels like what they call the 5.5-pound connector. So you got your take up, and then you got your wall, and it's got a nice wall, and this particular gun is crisp. And then it's got a short reset, or a decent reset. It's got a pretty nice Glock reset there, better than most, okay? And I have no reason to try and lighten it with the 3.5-pound connector. This is going to be like in a carry gun category. Just keep it stock. And I feel no reason to change a thing on it other than the little bump here for the slide release. And that's the only thing I can pick apart, which is nothing. Because that's how you'd get a stock Glock anyway, and it costs you twice as much. So there's my little review. I like the beveling. I like how the fit and finish, everything inside and out that I looked at, and the smooth trigger and the undercut, and the way the biggest thing is the way the grip feels. All right, it's no longer a block like a Glock. It just feels so nice. Just look at that. All right, enough rambling. All right, next video is going to be on the Holosun HS510C that he put on the AK 9mm. And we'll see you there. Until next time.